All right, it is Olympic hockey time. After tonight's games, we'll be going on the Olympic break. And as I mentioned earlier in my last video, my Habs recap, I was going to show off the rosters for both Team Canada and Team USA. We're going to kick things off with Team Canada, just get that out of the way. There are some updates. Originally, for Team Canada, it was Anthony Cirelli, but due to injury, Florida Panthers center Sam Bennett will be taking his place. I mean, again, Sam Bennett won the Conn Smythe last season. He's also a two-time Stanley Cup champion with the Florida Panthers, which is a good addition. So I'm gonna do the rundown right now. I got the roster on my computer right now, so let's run down the players. We got Sam Bennett, who was just added, Nick Suzuki, Sam Reinhart, Bo Horvat, Macklin Celebrini, Braden Point, Nathan McKinnon, Brandon Hagel, Tom Wilson, Mark Stone, Brad Marchand, another Florida Panther, Sidney Crosby, of course, Mitch Marner, Connor McDavid. Who's Connor McDavid? Arguably the best player in the NHL. Travis Sanheim, Devon Taves, Cal McCarr, Thomas Harley, Shea Theodore, Josh Morrissey, Colton Parayko, and Drew Downey. And for your goaltenders, you got Darcy Kemper, Logan Thompson, and Jordan Bennington. Overall, nothing really has changed from the Four Nations roster besides, well, Macklin Celebrini and Darcy Kemper replacing Samuel Montembeault. One person is missing. There was one player missing besides Anthony Cirelli, who, as I just mentioned, injured. But Connor Bedard is not in the roster. Again, probably they don't want to have him hurt. He's also having a good season. But Macklin Celebrini, he's having a wicked season right now. Nick Suzuki, one of the best two-way forwards on Montreal. Sam Bennett, as I just mentioned, Conn Smythe winner. Sam Reinhart, two-time Stanley Cup champion. Nathan McKinnon, need I say more? He's the league leader in goals right now. Sidney Crosby in his third and probably final Olympics appearance. Again, won the gold in 2010, won the gold in 2014. Mitch Marner. Connor McDavid, which I don't have to say much about him. He is arguably the best player in the NHL. 2024's Calder Cup Conn Smythe winner. And he also got the game winner in last year's Four Nations face-off, assisted by the aforementioned Mitch Marner. Cal McCarr, Norris Trophy winner. I believe he won the Conn Smythe for Colorado. Drew Downey, a multi-cup winner. Shea Theodore, who also won the Stanley Cup. Darcy Kemper won a Stanley Cup. Logan Thompson, I believe, won a Stanley Cup with Vegas. Jordan Bennington, Stanley Cup winner with St. Louis, and also he was the backstopper for the Four Nations. But yeah, Team Canada's roster looks pretty good. I could see that they went with more finesse players than physicality, which you're gonna need. Olympic hockey is more finesse than physicality. Take notes, United States. Which, now we'll get to them right now. Alright, so, Team USA. They're not going to show it, are they? Okay, here. There we go. There we go. So I just Sorry, my laptop is loading. Alright, so let's go with Team USA's roster. Matt Boldy, Kyle Connor, Jack Eichel, Brock Faber, Jake Gensel, Noah Hannafin, Connor Hellebuck. Why? Jack Hughes, Quinn Hughes, Clayton Keller, Jackson Lacombe, Dylan Larkin, Austin Matthews, Charlie McAvoy, JT Miller, Brock Nelson, Jake Ottinger, Jake Sanderson, Jacob Slavin, Jeremy Swayman, Tage Thompson, Brady Tkachuk, Matthew Tkachuk, the Tkachuk sisters, Vincent Trocheck, and Zach Werenski. There are 2 players that shouldn't have been in there and should have been replaced. Werenski, probably one of the best choices, one of the league's top defensemen this year. Jeremy Swayman, can't go wrong with him. The Tkachuks. Why Brady? I understand Matthews. Vincent Trocheck. Why? There's a few players missing that I would have added instead of what I just mentioned. Jacob Robertson, off the Dallas Stars. Matthew Nyes, off the Leafs. Trevor Zegras, off the Flyers. Cole Caulfield, off the Canadiens. Lane Hudson, here's another one right there. They obviously went with physicality over finesse, which we all know what's going to happen. Matthews, understandable, arguably one of the best American players. They should have added Patrick Kane. Connor Hellebuck, they shouldn't have him as a starter. He is rough. He is not playing like a Vezina winner. Kyle Connor, I understand him. Matt Boldy, probably one of the best players, one of the bests on Team USA. Quinn Hughes, honestly, that guy's on fire right now. Noah Hannafin, okay. Brock Faber, makes sense. Jack Eichel, makes sense. Austin Matthews, like I just said, makes sense. Charlie McAvoy, JT Miller, why? Brock Nelson, Jake Ottinger, makes sense. Jeremy Swayman makes sense. Tage Thompson makes sense. Thompson's one of the best players on the Sabres. Matthew Tkachuk makes sense. He's a key factor in Team USA. He's a key factor for Team USA. Werenski, as I mentioned. But overall, it seems nothing has changed from the Four Nations face-off with them. But they should have added Cole Caulfield, Jacob Robertson, Lane Hudson, and Matthew Nyes, in my opinion. Which, I don't know. I don't know what to say with their team, with Team USA. I don't know how many times they say they're going with physicality over finesse, and when it comes to Olympic hockey, you need finesse players, not fucking goons and enforcers. But overall, solid roster. I don't think it's going to get them anywhere. I really don't think they're going to... I don't think they're going to gain a medal. Because you still got the Czech Republic, I believe. Sweden, Finland. Which, key player off of Sweden. One of them is William Nylander. Germany, you got Leon Draisaitl and Tim Stützle. Again, we might get a repeat of the Four Nations, but other than that, I would want to say we're not going to see a US-Canada final, but I could be wrong. this is just weird. Now let's go to their team staff. I didn't do that for Team Canada, but we'll do it for them too. John Van Beesbrook, Bill Guerin. Guerin, you got to give your frickin' head a shake right there, because you chose Trocheck over Caulfield. Head coach Mike Sullivan makes sense. Pittsburgh Penguins, but it's not gonna help him anywhere. Chris Drury. John Tortorella. Oh god, that's not gonna be good. Travis Green. Okay, we got a few people known from the NHL. Now let's go to Team Canada. Let's go to Team Canada's staff, which we all know how this went. Doug Armstrong, Julian Brisebois, Don Sweeney, Ryan Getzlaf. That's a good one right there. John Cooper, Bruce Cassidy, Peter DeBoer, DeBoer, no. But Cassidy and Cooper. Back-to-back cup winner with Cooper, and Cassidy brought Vegas a Stanley Cup. Rick Tocchet, James Emery, Kyle Dubas. Oh, God. Kyle Dubas as the director of player personnel. Impressive. But, again, who knows? Anything can happen in the Olympics. But I want to know what you guys think. What are your predictions? I say we're going to get a Sweden Team Canada final. I think we're going to get that. All I know is if Russia was in, which I know they're not, due to reasons I'm not going to mention, I don't talk about political things, but it does suck, especially we're not going to get Sid versus Ovechkin. And just looking at what their roster would look like, you'd got Kaprizov, Kucherov, Ovechkin, Malkin, Tarasenko, Demidov, Romanov, probably Michkov, Bobrovsky, Vasilevsky, and Shesterkin to boot. Like you got a team that all three goalies are freaking amazing. Vasilevsky, a back-to-back Stanley Cup winner, won the Conn Smythe. Sergei Bobrovsky, he might not be doing really well this year, as Florida's out in the playoffs, but he's a back-to-back Stanley Cup winner. And Igor Shesterkin, who's a Vezina winner. All three of them are Vezina winners. Which, to me, you can't beat that. You can't beat that tandem of Shesterkin, Vasilevsky, and Bobrovsky. But, again, Russia's not in. Between the goaltenders, I'm gonna give the edge to the United States. They have better goaltending, and Connor Hellebuyck is there. In terms of forward star power, you got Team Canada. Again, you got Crosby, you got Marner, you got Bennett. You got Bennett that'll get in your head. You got Marchand that'll get in your head. He's a pest player. That's what he's for. Tom Wilson. We all know his history. And arguably the best player in the NHL. As I just mentioned, Connor McDavid. U.S. fans would say it's Austin Matthews. I think we all know by now it's not Matthews. But, yeah. I am literally looking at Team Canada's roster again, and I'm impressed. Very impressed by them. By their roster. Again, you could have went Bedard over Bennett, but I'm not surprised that they went with Bennett. He helped out with the Four Nations, but again. But yeah, that's the two rosters I wanted to talk about for Milano Cortina 2026. Let me know what you guys think. Between those two teams, which one's better? Team USA or Team Canada? Or Team Canada? Take your pick. Me personally, I'm going to be biased. Obviously, I'm wearing Team Canada right now. I'm going to go with Team Canada. They got the better defense. They got the better forwards. A lot of finesse players. The only thing they lack is in goaltending, which we all know Team USA has that covered. And Connor Hellebuck is there. But, yeah. The Olympics start on the 6th and end on the 22nd. So closer to the end, that's where we're going to see the hockey. And I'll probably cover most of, if not all, of Team Canada's games. I'll probably be streaming on here, so definitely do subscribe so you don't miss a Team Canada video. I know I'm probably going to be doing another Habs recap after the Habs Jets game. I'll also be streaming tonight on my gaming channel. I'll be streaming NHL 26. So link to that will be in the description. Also check out my Element C channel where I open packs of cards. Open card packs, whether it's Pokemon or hockey. And also do figure reviews on there. So link to that will be in the description below. I already made a video talking about the other two rosters that were mentioned. That's on my TikTok. A link to that will be in the description. But that's all there is to say about that. About the Olympics. I don't really follow it much. I only follow the hockey portion. But we'll see what happens. This is Colin signing out. Have a good one, and we'll see you guys for the opening ceremony.